The zoo has begged the UN not to send in their envoy, that they are ready to resolve with Biafrans as they seek for better means to go on with this journey. They have begged and they are begging that the envoy should not be sent because more world pressure is happening. Hear the news in details. Kan kene kwa ndị kwesịrị nara ekene na Simon Ekpa emezugo ihe o kwesịrị ime. Those who called Simon Ekperima has now seen that this man is not Ekperima but is Ekpa. Ekpa mmụọ. Yes, onye mmụọ ka ọ. Maka na enwere okwu ekwuru wee sị gịnị na oge rugo mgbe onye ọ na-kwesịrị ịghọta where you come from. Now they are begging that the envoy should be withdrawn. Withdraw your envoy. We are ready to negotiate with Simon Ekpa, our prime minister. You see what I told you? I told you everything we say here is the gospel. You will still see it in his tweet. Because we don't come here to blab or say long stories. We do not come here to make unnecessary noise. Because that's where we belong. Biafra must reconsider a lot of energy that should be searched. Because at the end of the day, what matters more is that freedom for all is freedom for one. So as we push through this whole gospel means, we must understand that it is time not to wither or shake, but the time to continue in the axis of knowledge. What will I say? What will I say if you start asking me questions? Because everything is now falling into pleasant places. Just a simple instruction. But these who keep claiming that they know the British, they know this one, they know this one. You want to call for British help to come and help you. How will they help you? Because you don't understand the mission. You don't understand where they are going. You don't understand how far we have been. This man called Simon Ekpa. Now, will he take over the negotiation? The first one they called, they went and twisted the narrative and said that it was Simon Ekpa that was begging. How dare you insult our prime minister? That does not make sense. And as long as theory goes, as long as things goes the way it goes, we must again put ourselves together. So that when this freedom eventually comes, it will come in a big way. Nothing can spoil. Nothing at all. Nothing can spoil. So as we push all these means and as we push through whatever benefit we want to push, we must again throw ourselves the very light that we need to throw ourselves. Because what matters more now is that Ebe Agesiwe Ebido Erugo. So we must continue to spread this one gospel to a larger extent and to never derail ourselves from the very truth. Because onye kwuru okwu kwuru gịnị wee sị na oge erugo mgbe anyị kwesịrị ịghọta ife. No leave, no transfer. It is the journey of everyone. The big journey of everyone. And by so doing, a lot will be exposed. Nothing can spoil any longer. I must say it very clearly, and I must say it to everybody understanding that we have now come to that victory point. Because that's the only point where everybody must read this very meaning. We cannot stop. The 14th US Council has begun the immediate journey to see that Biafra naturalization happens. You know, there was a first warning about withdrawing the zoo soldiers from Biafran land, or they will face the full wrath of the law. So 20 US Air Force and 4 delegates has arrived Abuja to discuss with Biafran army. It's no longer joke as usual, and everybody is now seeing the light that we share. As we continue the path of righteousness, we must understand what matters more and what matters best. Because this whole scenario and this whole journey must be seen from that very aspect of what should be seen. So help us God. Now we must continue to communicate to every necessary body that should be communicated to. Because what matters more now is that we're people that are ready to journey to the land of oblivion. Mgbe a ga-eji wee zonye okwu a tinye alụ ebe a kwesịrị itinye, and by so doing everything will come to a halt. But without dispute and with much understanding, we could equally organize ourselves to see the very big theories that should happen. And now, the 4 delegates and the 20 Air Force that has arrived ABJ to discuss with Biafran Army to see if they can allow the politicians that were captured to be free, and negotiation begins immediately. We must again understand from every point to see the light of what we preach, and by so doing, victory is already at hand. Biafran restoration have started. Biafran restoration have started, and it is going to a big extent. What we don't know will not know you, and what you know must know you. We can no longer hide behind the shadows. We can no longer lie to ourselves, and we can no longer put ourselves in a dark communication. So again, I must say, victory must be recorded, and that is what is already happening. You see, what this does not understand is that we're people that are not scared. We're people that are not ready to, immutate ourselves in a large order. We're not scared. We have been dehumanized, treated in a bad way for no reason, but we continued in the path which is very exempting. Very, very exempting. But most times, people don't see this theory. They don't. All they see is the part that they don't feel. So I want to again appreciate the Biafran commander, the Biafran Liberation Army, and Mazi Simon Ekpa for doing the job well done. But at the end of the day, after all this noise and after all these theories, Ohamadike will be released back to us. Umuchineke, Dalono. Makanoge Irugo, Maike si kene, Onyaike si kene.